Yeah, hi, can I get a latte, please?
What size would you like?
I'll go for medium, please.
Can I interest you in any custody?
Can I get a muffin?
Which one would you like?
I'm gonna go for the chocolate.
Chocolate, alright. There you go. Anything else?
No, that'll be it.
Altogether would be £7, please.
Perfect.
Thank you. And can I get your name, please?
Yes, it's Josh.
Josh, alright? Just take this and I'll bring you when it's ready. Thank you.
What? Mr. Hammond, if you do not pay me $250,000 within the next 48 hours, I will kill you. Check your email for further instructions. Mr. Hammond, so here's the deal. Pay me £250,000 with details of the bank to follow within 48 hours and you get to live. If for any reason I don't get the money, you die Friday at noon. This can't be happening. There's only one person that can help me with this. It's gotta be Toby.
You don't normally come and see me, Josh. What do I owe the pleasure? Oh, you're here to handle the notes, aren't you?
Not today, Tobes, but something more important.
What could be more important than your notice?
I got a text about an hour ago from an unknown number. They even sent me an email too.
This must be someone's idea of a sick joke. Alright. So, this is what you're going to do. Firstly, your flat may be small, but it still has got to be worth at least 200k. And as you earn outright, you can raise that much on it. I'll sort that out. Second, you have about 50,000 in bonuses, holiday pay, and expenses that need to be paid to you by the end of the year. I'll get those advanced to you now. Third, the mortgage is going to take weeks to sort out. So using the flat as collateral, I'll loan you the 200k. And finally, I want you to call Vastric Security. And I want someone on your tail tonight by the time you leave the office. It's taken me 10 years to train you to where you are now. So don't you dare waste all that effort getting yourself killed, alright?
Trust me, Toes, that's the first thing on my priority.
It's from him, isn't it?
Yeah.
Hi, I'm Dee Conrad from Vastric Security, and you hired me as a personal bodyguard. Who am I going to be looking after?
Josh here is the person you'll be protecting. Have you been briefed on what's happening?
Yes, I am aware of this Bob character and his demands.
You live in a nice neighbourhood, Josh. Josh will be here soon.
I'm going to go on ahead and check everything is clear. You come up behind me at a distance.
Got it. I'm not a bad blackmail if I get to hang out with her.
Very attractive neighbour, Josh.
24 hours the client's been shot.
So the money will be in your account later today. Your house was valued at 325,000, and the bank will give you a loan with me as the guarantor and the house as collateral. I should have the money in your account by 8 o'clock tonight. Now onto the Bob situation. Any ideas?
The bank?
Bank? Also friends and family?
My accountant?
Yes.
Ex-girlfriends?
Exes?
Lenders and credit agencies?
Anything else? Or should we start ruling these out?
I think we should scrub out the bank because I've got an online based account and I don't think they even know I own a home or even what my net worth is. My friends have no idea how much I earn. The only friend I can think of thinks I rented it. And my brother and my parents, they don't really know how much I earn. My dad's always trying to offer me a few grand in case I get in trouble in London. And my brother, he thinks I put it all in the house. My accountant's probably the only person on that board that definitely knows about my income, as he deals with my ins and outs of my accounts, such as investments, properties, and savings.
I think you might need to have a chat with your accountant, Josh.
So, who is your accountant?
His name's Andrew Cooperson. He's not a bad guy. I mean, we meet up and we play football.
Do you think he'd tell anyone your financial status?
I mean, I want to say no, but you can't rule out anyone.
So do you want to meet him in person, or do you want to speak to him over the phone?
I've never been to his workplace. I normally call him when we meet up.
Andrew Cuthbert's office, how may I help you today?
Yeah, hi, this is Josh Hammond. Can I speak to Andrew, please? It's quite urgent.
Hi Josh, I'm afraid that Andrew is in a meeting at the minute. I can tell him that you called. I'll make sure that he gets back to you.
Listen, I need to speak to him now. It's urgent. Literally, it's a matter of life and death. If I could speak to him for 5 minutes, that would be good.
To what do I owe the present, Josh?
Hi mate, do you know anything about my financial information they're giving out to a third party? I've got this random person called Bob who's demanding 250k from me.
And you think I had something to do with it? That's rich, Josh. Even for you, that's rich.
Hi, Mr. Cuthbertson. My name is Dee Conrad, and I'm being employed to make sure Josh stays safe. Now, I can only do that if you give us all the information.
Think about what you say next, Mrs. Conrad, because this could be considered slander. You don't honestly think that I would give away a client's information, would you?
You and your company are the only people other than Josh that knows his full income, and now suddenly so does this Bob.
I will not stand for this slander. You will hear from my lawyers. Josh, you can go find a new accountant. I am terminating this contract. Goodbye, Mrs. Conrad and Mr. Hammond.
I'm pretty sure Andrew sold your information, but I'm not so sure he did it for the money. It seems this Bob character has his fingers in many different pies.
He is right about the slander. I have no proof that it was Andrew. All I know is Andrew and the company know about my financial situation. For all I know, I could have let it slip on a drunk night out.
Andrew will probably call you back in a minute and tell you that he's sorry and to forgive him for selling your information and that he was forced to do it. And the money is in your account now, ready for noon tomorrow. So we have about 15 hours left, and we already have the money in the account ready for Bob.
All we've got to do now is wait for Bob to tell us what account to put in. I guess she's right about Andrew, D.
Josh, I'm sorry. It was me. I told him about your finances, that you own a home and that you earn over 100k a year. I'm sorry. I had no choice, you got to understand. He's got this picture that I can't let anyone else see.
Andrew, you need to calm down. Do you have a clue who this Bob guy is?
You're not the only person whose information I gave away, Josh. But you're the only one I knew personally. I'm gonna try and call him off.
Andrew, you're gonna get yourself killed. He hung up.
There's nothing we can do for him. But we have learned that Andrew didn't want to do this. It seems that Bob also works with, or is a client of Andrew's company. Or how else would he know you and Andrew?
Listen, I'm tired. We've got a long day tomorrow. Why don't you take upstairs? I'm gonna sleep down on the sofa.
Well, you do have a double bed. It's big enough for both of us.
Okay. You sure?
Of course. You're cute. Are you alright, Josh? You look terrible.
I'm okay as ever gonna be.
Everything is going to be alright. We'll send Bob the money and he'll get off your back. He only said he'd kill you if you didn't send the money.
Listen, this could be my last day on earth.
You shouldn't think like that, Josh.
At 7 AM this morning, a runner found the deceased body of Andrew Cuthbertson. He was found with a stab wound in his chest.
He called Josh last night and told him that he'd given Bob Josh's information. But he also said that Josh isn't the only person that he's done this to.
He also said he was going to try and call Bob to back off. But I'm guessing Bob must have killed Andrew.
Anyway, on to what we're doing today. I need you to transfer the funds to one of my accounts. Because then I will be able to trace where the money goes. It's probably going to get bounced around the world for a couple hours and before settling in some Swiss bank account or something.
Bob needs to tell us the account. Time's nearly up.
Maybe what Andrew said has helped. Maybe he just got killed by a mugger or something.
A mugger? If it was a mugger, they would have taken his watch, his money, everything. It's him.
Oh.
He said, "Hi Josh, it's almost time to transfer the money. Here's the account number. 7486
486
2401 425333.
5333.
He said, make sure it's coming from me, and if I don't, I'm gonna find out.
And the money has been transferred now. But just to be on the safe side, I'm going to go to security, tell them to not let any more visitors in. I'll be back in a minute. You'll be alright. Everything's going to be okay, Josh. Security haven't been letting people into the building for the last half hour. And they're not going to let anyone into the building for another half hour. So you're going to be safe.
It's him. He said, Mr. Hammond, thank you for the money. If I'd known it was this easy, I would have asked for more. You'll be hearing from me in the future. This isn't over. He's gonna want more. We need to find this Bob guy and stop him from doing any more harm to anyone else.
Okay, thank you, Carl. So that was Carl, the guy who's tracking the money. It's settled into the bank account of a diamond broker in East London. I'm going to go meet with him, and I want you two to relax for a little while. Dee, keep him safe.
I was hired to keep you safe until 12 PM, and even though my job is technically finished, I'm going to stay with you. Because I want to make sure you stay safe.
Thank you, Dee. I mean it, just for everything. You being here with me, I appreciate it so much. And for last night.
Hi Josh, I just met with the diamond broker. He couldn't tell me much about what Bob looked like, but he told me that he wears this watch that's supposedly rare in the UK. It's a brand called Breitling, and the model is a Navitimer 3. It's a model that hasn't been made for about 40 years.
I'll do some research at the Bastric offices. We've got a huge research team. I'll pull a few strings and get a list together of everyone who owns that watch in the UK. I shouldn't be gone for more than an hour.
Alright. There's not much we can learn from this.
No, not really.
Bob just seems like a normal customer. Is it strange that he wanted to cut diamonds that haven't even been put into jewelry yet?
Not really. It's easier to sell single diamonds rather than diamonds embedded in necklaces, jewelry, whatever. It's all down to taste, really.
This is everything I could find about who owns that watch.
Is Leon Henry on here?
Ah.
This could be Bob.
I'm not sure. It says here it's from Northern Ireland, so I don't really know. But Bob knew Andrew, so he must either be a client for the accountancy or he works there himself.
He couldn't work there. He would have access to Josh's finances, so he wouldn't have needed to use Andrew. He could be on the board of directors. There's so many different options.
I can't rule anything out at this point. This is our best lead. I'm going to go to their offices and show them this list. Maybe one of them can point him out.
So, what was last night about?
Just thought you might like a bit of comfort, that's all.
So does that mean we're dating?
I guess we'll just have to find out.
Tobbs, you right, mate? You're on speaker.
So I've just gone back to the office after meeting with some of Andrew's partners. I showed them the listed names, but none of them knew who Leon Henry is. But one of them pointed out Arthur Hickstead, who is a lord.
Lord Hickstead? That must be the LH on Andrew's phone.
Tobbs, do you remember a few years ago when we had to go to Norfolk to claim a house on fire?
Do you mean the one where they were selling the house and then terminated the insurance as the new owners were going to get new insurance? What about it?
That's Lord Hickstead's house.
Oh.
So now we know why Bob did this to you. Since he's a lord, how are we supposed to get him to go to prison? Let's face it, all the information that we have is situational at best.
We need to get some work done now. To make him fall from grace, we need to begin with making him lose whatever influence he has with the police and government. We need to make him drop his lord status, but before we can do that, we need to research this Lord Hickstead, his history, where he went to school, what parties he's affiliated with.
I want the both of you to meet me tomorrow morning in the office. Then we can begin the research.